Here's Tatum. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. George against Durant. That one's not going to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Here's Tatum after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to George. And another miss by Washington.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. That's amazing, the creativity. And you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Over Tatum. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And George kicks to Adams. Howard against Tatum. Adams buries it down low.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Here's DeRozan. He has 5. Pass to Drummond. It's Durant on the wing, defended by George. Back to Drummond. The putback. It's rebounded by Towns.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots.
They get it back. Iguodala, the pass to Adams. Wizards need to get a shot off here from deep. Iguodala. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bobbed up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
Outside, George. Outside, Tatum. Back to George. Fires the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's DeRozan. Sinks the triple. DeRozan's got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
George finds Tatum. From 12 feet out. That's good on the jump shot. Tatum's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
The height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range.
Pass it to Clark. Howard against Adams. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Wizards. Russell comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Williamson is checked in for Dwight Howard. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Yes, he's been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Wizards making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Drummond. Reddish comes in for Clark. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Kevin Durant. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Oubre is checked in for the Bucks. Adams kicks to George. Pulls up. The Wizards with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Williamson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Taking a look here at numbers for Fox. Good season for him last year. Averaged 17 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, I mean, what everyone loves about Williamson, already an international star. And I love it because he remains humble and grateful for what he has.
Adams' shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Now, Reddish. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston.
Yeah, his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards too.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. They grab their own miss. And Adams with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Cousins dishes to Bledsoe. Back to Cousins. He kicks it to Adams. Oubre with the steal. And it's sent back by George. Cousins with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Trying to break that ice cold streak. Oubre pulls it in. Bucks leading by 6. Feeds it to Williamson. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Second is Clint Capella.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
He's off on the first. Marjanovic checked in for Adams. That's off as well, so he misses both. Washington's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Russell feeling it out a bit over Reddish. That one rolling around and runs out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox.
And look at that move by Cousins. Love to watch him play with a little hop in his step. Oh, he takes it to the bucket.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love.
Right. Here's Fox. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to the Celtics. George passes to Cousins. That misses and a chance to tie it there. Milwaukee in the lead. Reddish with the ball. Now guarded by Bledsoe.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Here's George. No good. That would have tied it.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Williamson kicks to Fox. Pass to Williamson. Over Russell. And it's Williamson missing. Williamson's gone 1 of 4 so far. Cousins finds George. He nails it, and we're tied up. George has got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to shoot it.
Tie game in Washington. For this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
DeMarcus Cousins out there with Paul George. Then it's Russell. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Back to Oubre. 5 to shoot. Here's Fox. Excellent D there from George.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Oubre. Just got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Drummond.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And he makes the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Washington trailing. Pass to Cousins. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bledsoe against Fox. Now the pass to Reddish. Nice D from Cousins.
D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Here's Russell, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
And although he's still a new kid on the block, he's very crafty, and Russell does a great job of just frustrating the defense there.
The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Wizards. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now, here's Reddish. He's guarded by Russell. The wide open look here for Fox. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Fox has got his first 2 points. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor. Shoots the 3 well for a young player. And you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
Outside, Russell. Bledsoe with him. Now defended by Williamson. Bledsoe left side. Cousins, the pass to Marjanovic. Good on the bucket. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Van Fans just, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. You like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will hold that breaks, round that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's some crazy highlights this way.
Wizards making a switch here. Adams checked in. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. KD dishes to Howard. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Bledsoe against KD. Bledsoe, and it's sent back by KD. Clark, the pass to KD. That one good for 2. KD's got his second basket of the night.
And almost 7 feet tall. I mean, Durant is a fantastic interior scorer. He uses his height well.
Passes it to Tatum. He shoots over DeRozan. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in your offense.
Tatum against DeRozan. Pass to Howard. Out to KD. Shot clock at 3. From the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Here's DeRozan. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Adams kicks to Tatum. Back to Adams. Over Durant. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Adams. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Howard. He dishes it to DeRozan. Outside, KD. Rebound by the Wizards.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Looking to get it going, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Bledsoe passes to Tatum. Outside for Bledsoe. Beyond the arc. Kept alive by Washington. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on DeRozan.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends. And he has not disappointed.
And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
And it's Bledsoe. Time on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. The pass to Howard. Dishes it to DeRozan. Outside, KD. And he gets it to go from the high post. Durant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
It doesn't take a lot of time for Durant to get his shot off. He's so excellent in the mid-range.
DeRozan against Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. Bledsoe for 3. They shot off that time, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And it's DeRozan missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Passes it to Tatum. From 13, the rebound by the Bucks. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Popped up there for Howard. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Iguodala dishes to Tatum. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. George is checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Adams, the pass to Iguodala. And here's George. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And every step of Durant on the drives covers so much ground. You know he's looking to finish that play with a dunk.
Durant against George. Outside Tatum. And it's sent back by Howard. Left side, DeRozan. Count it. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Here's George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
And another miss by Washington.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside DeRozan. Over Tatum. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Outside Tatum. Back to Adams. Shoots over DeRozan. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight. On offense here at the Bucks. They're on a 14-6 run. And Drummond kicks to DeRozan. Pass to KD for 3. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tatum with it. He's picked up by KD. Durant with the steal. Outside DeRozan. To the inside. Here's Howard. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game. Wizards trail by 9. Here's George. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's DeRozan. It's deflected.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Clark, the pass to Howard. To the middle. Inside. Drummond trying to get himself free. Howard misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot. His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurt them.
Durant dishes to Clark. Pass to Howard. Hot loose. Iguodala with the steal. For the finish. And George with the stuff.
Oh, such a terrific defender. Iguodala jump-starting that fast break.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
If that's how they want to end this quarter, they're going to have to score quick.
Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. They get it again. Wizards trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The pass to George. And there's the feed to Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Washington, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. So it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With the active hands on the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
32. DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 16 points.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
Yeah, Jay, he was very creative in how he orchestrated their offense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Howard is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Durant, and it's DeRozan, and it's Clark, and it's small forward. For Washington, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Throw good, Paul George. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Passes it to Howard. Kicks it to DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
Good on the second free throw. Here's George. Stolen away. Here's Clark. He's covered by Iguodala. And here is Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clark kicks to KD. Over George. Milwaukee the rebound. Here's Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, that's the type of toughness that Drummond has. The D has no choice, no other choice but to whack him when he's rising up from there.
For Milwaukee, they have had some good chances at the line, but only gone 6 of 12 from the stripe.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw.
Well, what I like about Drummond is that he stepped up as a leader, which is important at this stage of his career.
And he's good on the second. About 1 minute played here in the second half. George hits a 2-pointer and too long on the shot.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
There's just no answer for Durant inside. It looks like you should be able to body him up, but you can forget about that.
Outside, Towns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
For Washington, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And KD's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Howard. The dish to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
From deep, George. It's Clark with the rebound. Bucks leading by 11. He kicks it to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Second is Paul George.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Adams. He dishes it to George. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. Drummond with it. Now defended by Adams. DeRozan against George. DeRozan passes to Drummond. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Howard. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. It's blocked. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Wizards trail by 13. Outside, George to the inside. Here's Towns, and it's sent back by Drummond. To the wing right side. Clark for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. KD's got 5 assists tonight. Wizards have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. George passes to Tatum. Shot to stop the run, and it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Reddish, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here's Towns. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over DeRozan. Lets it go for the baseline and nails it. That's 10 points for Jason Tatum.
Look at that smooth release, the follow through. And I tell you what, when Tatum shoots in rhythm, effortless.
Now, here's Reddish. No points in the game yet for him. Up top, Durant. Guarded by Tatum. And Drummond kicks to Clark. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Up top, Durant. There's the pass to Drummond. Back to KD. From deep. Washington with the rebound.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Drummond dishes to DeRozan. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Man, the mobility of Drummond is important to his team. When the ball is lobbed his way, it's game over for the defense.
Washington calls timeout.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
Russell's checked in for the Wizards.
And let's check out some of the numbers here on Karl-Anthony Towns. Last season, he played outstanding. 7th in rebounding, 9th in blocks, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. Here's Russell. Sweet little floater. Russell's got 6.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do with the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to DeRozan. Over Tatum. And it's DeRozan missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. It's a 16-point game. Here's Russell. No good on that one. Nice D from DeRozan. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Goes up again. He lays it in. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Durant against Russell. Good D by Drummond. Bucks leading by 18. DeRozan passes to Clark. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Adams. The Bucks also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Williamson comes in for Clark. And it's Fox in for Durant. And free throw good from Reddish. Wizards trail by 21. Tatum kicks to Russell. It's stolen by DeRozan. Plays it up and banks it in.
Timeout.
DeRozan's got 11 in the second half.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Washington calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
The Bucks making a switch here. Oubre is checked in. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Here's Russell. And that one is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
He's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Tatum finds Russell. Trains it from beyond the arc. Russell's got 9.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
And it's good for 2. 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out of transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
4 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Russell. Milwaukee with the rebound. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oubre on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Oubre dishes to DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Russell. Rebound, Milwaukee. Williamson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Tatum. Russell against Oubre. Cousins, the pass to Russell. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Russell's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give them much of anything in the first half.
DeRozan, rebounded by the Wizards. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
He covers a lot of ground with impressive long strides. Tatum excels at driving to the rack.
From 12 feet out, Fox, no good. Wizards trail by 20. Tatum, that's for 2, and Washington again with the bucket.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Outside, Fox. Here's DeRozan. Excellent D there from George. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's Tatum for 3. Missed it for the 8th time in 15 tries from the floor. And stolen by Russell. Down low. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And Washington making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Feeds to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan. Here's George. 13 points in the game. Outside, Towns. The Wizards with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
There's 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
1 second left, and the layup is up and in. Towns has got 6.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And so it's Milwaukee riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Paul George is out there at Tatum, and there's Iguodala. And it's Towns in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Outside, Fox to Rosen, and it's blocked. Now Tatum, here's Cousins. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Fighting through fouls and converting. You gotta love the aggressiveness of Cousins.
Cousins, no good on the free throw.
Oh, the combination of size and strength, it makes Cousins a tough cover. I mean, overpowered.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift on his hands. Then we all know how it is.
Oubre against George. Here's Tatum. Towns, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. That one, no good. George with the defensive effort. And Capella sends it back.
He seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean, Capella is outstanding at using his length to swat away shots.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Howard comes in for Clint Capella. And Durant subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. George, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Oubre with it, now guarded by Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Oubre kicks to KD. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got 19 points.
The rhythm and the poise that Durant has when getting ready to catch and shoot is second to none in the league.
Durant with the steal. All alone and finished off by KD.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the first one drops.
Well, who can forget Jason Tatum's rookie year? I mean, in the 2018 playoffs, all he did was lead the Celtics in scoring at just 20 years old, taking Boston to Game 7 of the conference final.
And so Tatum nails them both. Drummond's checked in for the Bucks. Clark comes in for Kelly Oubre. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Towns kicks to George. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. throw good, Paul George.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Adams, he's checked in for the Wizards. Both good from the line that time. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. DeRozan passes to Howard. Back to DeRozan. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Good from DeRozan. Wizards trail by 14. George passes to Towns. Outside Tatum. Outside Towns. The Wizards with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the shot goes in. 36 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
George. It's rebounded by Durant. KD's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Iguodala outside to the paint. Here's Tatum. Adams dishes to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshall Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Pass to Drummond. Back to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Back to George. Five to shoot. Fires from the line, and he knocks down the jumper. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, it makes him a lot more effective when his mid-range shot is through.
They get a hand on it. Outside, KD. Pass to Howard. Out to DeRozan. With the fadeaway. Tips it, and Drummond is right there. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
DeRozan against Tatum. Now here's Iguodala. Defense right on him.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, Greg, and it's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
He hits the second from the line. And so George will bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 19. And the pass to Towns. To the middle. And Towns throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Passes it to DeRozan. Puts it up from 12. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 19.
He's been terrific from the field so far this half. Driving his percentage through the roof.
Pass to George. From past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 20.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Durant against George. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Throw good, Paul George. Good on both. Milwaukee leading by 14. Pass to Clark. Back to Durant. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. KD's got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving fits out there.
George double team and stolen by Drummond. Bobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And we knew this about Durant a long time ago. His instincts, his mind for generating points is so natural for him.
Howard with the steal. Here's Clark, and he drops it in from the low post. And the Bucks lead by 20.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Towns finds George. Washington again turning it over. Bucks leading by 20. DeRozan passes to Clark. Durant in the corner. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, then be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball and fuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next. And you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. 5 on the clock. Here's George, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. KD with it. The pass to Clark. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Washington's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Two-time NBA champion Michael Johnson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know, he's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. So many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons out there in any of these games.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And DeRozan, here we go, and it's blocked. George looking around, cloak loose. Here's the three. Nice defense from KD. Bucks leading by 20. Shoots from 12, and the bank shot is good. Durant's got 17 points here in the second half.
Oh, man, the versatility Durant offers, driving, spotting up, using his post game. I mean, he does it well.
Here's George. It's Clark with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Durant against George. Clock at 6. And Drummond kicks to Clark. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt. I thought an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for KD.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Shoot 2. And And he knocks down the first one.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Durant. Randall comes in for Drummond. Reddish, he's checked in for Clark. And Barrett subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And both free throws good for Howard. Washington has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Van Vliet with it, working on Howard. Van Vliet passes to Reddish. Launches a 3, and it's sent back by Howard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Milwaukee now. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Barrett. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
The energy Barrett plays what puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
At the line of the box, R.J. Barrett. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Redick surveying the D. Passes to Marjanovic. From deep three-point range, and the miss. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win.